Tell us where we're at, Lisa.
Western Avenue Dawgs.
A Chicago-style eatery. All right. What is the best way to enjoy a hot dog? Relish it. Open today until 9 p.m. Watch your steps. One Maxwell Street Polish sausage.
You want everything on it?
Yes. One Chicago hot dog, class whatever you call it.
And I want an Italian beef baptized.
And do you want the hot marinara on that?
Yes.
Okay.
How long has this business been here?
We opened on August 10th,
And
so
then
about
we
4
want to get
weeks.
the
4 weeks. Wow.
That's it.
Do you know what it was inspired from?
Oh, this? Yeah, I worked at the largest hot dog restaurant in Chicago when I was a teenager.
Oh, you lived in Chicago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about drinks? I just want water. You guys have like mountain water?
No. Yeah.
Well, we've got Smart Water and Dasani's. Yeah, when I lived there, we were the one that had all the #1 restaurant awards on the wall.
Oh my goodness. What was the name of the place you worked?
Fluky's Hot Dogs.
How do you spell that?
I've got a thing on the wall in there, but it's FLUKYS.
Wow. So what made you want to open up one here?
I worked high-stress jobs, and I just finished 15 years in education, and I was getting out of education. I wasn't going to teach college anymore, and so I regressed, went back to my first job. I said, man, if I can make hot dogs and sausages at 15 years old, how hard can it be at 50?
It's in your blood, huh?
I miss the food. That's the biggest thing. Yeah. And some friends of mine that are still in the restaurant industry up in Chicago area, they told me to stick with the Vienna.
You can't hardly find Italian beef out here at all.
That's why I carry them. The place I worked, we only did hot dogs and Polishes, and then they did burgers, fries, salad bars, stuff like that. I was like, no, if I'm going to be the only one between middle of nowhere and Round Rock, I'm going to do the beefs, I'm going to do the dogs, I'm going to do 3 types of sausages. We've got a meatball sub that's going to be coming.
Oh,
I just talked to the people, what was it, yesterday? PFG was in here. Just talked to them. They're going to be getting me the size meatballs I want and some good marinara. We've got the Francesi Chicago tamales, but we haven't perfected those yet.
Is that the gluten-free one I saw on the menu?
Yes. And we're also going to have a gluten-free chicken tortilla soup. We've got the chili and cheese for everything now. I was like, no, if I'm the only option, I'm not going to limit to just 1 or 2 sandwiches.
Oh my goodness. What was this building before you bought it?
That's the kicker. It was a hot dog place, but it was closed down. It's been open since 1940, not as a hot dog place. It's been telecommunications. It's been a bus stop. It's been insurance offices, a number of different things, and I think they even sold medical supplies out of here.
Wow.
And but I just happened to be looking for a building, and this one had the aesthetics I wanted. And sure enough, probably the reason it had the aesthetics I wanted, it was a hot dog place before me. But I've got no connection. I've never even met the guy that owned the place before. So I've never even. I was working mainly out of the area, so I never even got a chance to sample anything here.
What some of your most popular items that you sell?
The Maxwell's been real big.
Have you ever had one of those from Maxwell Street when they were there?
Oh yeah, well the place that I worked at, the owner of it, it had been open since 1929. He was, I'm not going to say takes the credit, but he was credited as like one of the originators of what's known as the Chicago dog and the Maxwell Polish.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
In fact, we had like Maxwell street signs up in our restaurant. But the place I worked at had been open since 1929, and they were on 3rd generation. The 2nd generation, that guy's son was managing and owned the place at the time I worked there, and his son was a manager or just promoted to manager about the time I started. He's a couple years older than me. In fact, we're still friends.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah.
It was so good.
Oh yeah, they're delicious. I mean, people do them a little differently. We sell them basically mustard, grilled onion, peppers, but any topping that we have on here, people could throw on. If you want sauerkraut, you want sweet peppers. Me personally, I I throw the mustard, the grilled onions, and the peppers, but I also do tomatoes, pickle, and celery salt on it and everything. And it's
All sounds
it's
good.
delicious.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what's this room over here? You tell me. Just
It's just it's kind of.
Check out the rare stuff.
I had a bunch of sports memorabilia and other stuff. So if you want to go in, so I decided just to do all of that in one room, and then leave this as just a regular dining area.
nice. Kind of like your own little man cave in here.
Yeah, a lot
Other
of
people
this-
can share with you.
A lot of this stuff was actually in. We have a bar at the house.
Is that Green River up there? I'm seeing.
It's.
Oh, it is.
I did it with food coloring though, because I
Oh.
ranked the ones I ordered.
Yeah. Yes, Green River was pretty good stuff.
That cost me. It cost a little over $3 a bottle to get that sent down here to Texas. So I drank those at the house with family, and then we filled it with water and food coloring. Because I'm not going to let that stuff sit there and go bad.
Yeah, it's too good. I see. Is that signatures up there from?
Well, actually, that's a wrestler. They used to wrestle a lot at the Rosemont Horizon.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you remember that
Yeah.
place. That was a wrestler one, but I've had Singletaries since the '85 season.
Oh gosh, that was the best, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They were like, who was it? Only the Dolphins beat them one game.
In
that year, I think.
Man, I mean, it's been forever. I was thinking it was the Cowboys. I might be wrong.
I thought it was the Miami Dolphins for some
I'd
reason.
have to look. Yeah,
That's
it
what I
was
think
just
it was.
one loss. That's
One, that was it, and they were unstoppable.
Yeah, so
I did the Super Bowl shuffle.
Yeah. In fact, we have a friend of mine has framed me jerseys, but we have
This is the place you were telling me about.
yes. Yeah, I've got a Walter Payton jersey that's
Oh,
getting
there's the Super
framed
Bowl shuffle.
in,
Really?
in the hallway.
Did he pass away?
Oh, Payton, yeah, years
Yeah.
ago. And then a Taves jersey, the captain of the Blackhawks. We've got a Jordan jersey that's being framed, and then I've got a Sandberg jersey from
Ryan Sandberg from
Yep.
the Cubs?
So I got a Sam. So the 4 jerseys are going to be on the left side of the hallway. That's why it's still blank in there.
Oh,
So I figure we'll get those up and everything else. But
well, that's Chicago flavor in this room. Oh, and the Ivy, like on the Wrigley Field, right?
Yep. In fact, another thing a friend's supposed to be working on. She's actually doing one of those fake brick wall things that'll have the 400, the center field marker painted.
Really? And you can put it up there?
On it. Yeah. So we're gonna put up the center field marker on there for photos and stuff.
Oh my
But
goodness.
they've been doing good this, I mean, a little later in the season I would have wanted, but the Cubs have been doing good.
So if you start working for Fluky's at 15, that was like before you were, could get taxes taken out of your check.
Oh no, I did back.
At 15, they took taxes out?
Yeah, I believe it was, yeah. And I remember the minimum wage back then was like $3.
$3.35.
Or I thought like $3.15 maybe when I started.
I think it was $3.35 if I remember
It
right.
was summer of '88.
Yeah, it should have been $3.35 again if I remember right.
Yeah. But yeah, I know it was in the low threes, and I didn't have a choice. I was told no vacation, no summer break.
By your parents?
It was like, nope, it's like you're 15 now, you're getting a job. And sure enough, everybody I was going to, a lot of them didn't want to hire unless you were 16 and had a car.
Oh right,
I
yeah,
was,
that's
I was
right.
15 with a bicycle. So,
Yep.
and Fluky's was only about 5 blocks from my house.
So easy to walk to if you didn't
I
want
could
to
walk
take a
if I
bike.
needed. I normally brought my bike.
Yeah.
And, but they, at the time, they had all the current restaurant awards on the wall for #1 hot dog restaurant in Chicago. We had a humongous store compared to any other place I went to as far as our dining area. We ran 2 full lines that people could come in from either side and get served. It was a big place.
Wow.
And they also had, he also had a store open in Niles and one open in Northbrook. And then I helped them open one at the Lincolnwood Shopping Center. I had left because I was going to be moving, but I came back to work for them
Nice.
to help them open a brand new one in a shopping mall. It was the first time they had done it. I think they opened a drive-through only on Ridge somewhere.
You must have really enjoyed working there.
It was good, and I contacted like I said, the original owner's grandson, I contacted him, and he lives, like Kansas or Nebraska, but he comes down here occasionally for his son's sports team, and says he wants to swing in. It reminds him, he's been looking at the pictures, and it reminds him of those days back in the 80s. And I told him, this is my retirement job. I said, this, when I finish with the regular responsibilities and everything else, this is what I'm going to do for a living.
Oh, yes, bright green.
And they moved out of the area.
And you were right. That's exactly what you did.
I had thought to, maybe get with them if they had still been around, but they had moved out of the area. And I was either going to do a truck or a brick building. And I said, forget it, I'll do the brick and mortar.
Oh goodness, it's messy.
Are you gonna let me try a bite of your Italian beef? Is it good?
Yeah, it's messy, but I wanted it that way. I wanted it baptized. Let me grab a napkin and grab that with that because my hands are super sticky.
Alright, let's try this.
It's tasty.
Oh, there's holy cow, jalapenos on it too.
Yeah, that's part of the darn there.
Man, it almost feels like a basket in home.
Oh gosh, you're making a mess. You're making a worse mess than the sandwiches.
Oh my goodness, that's good. Wow. Not sure how good these fries. Let me move them a little over. Boy, there is a good strong potato flavor comes through. Try one of the fries. Boy, that Italian beef is delicious. That's why I took a second bite, so I could still savor it. If you hold my camera again, I want to try my Polish. I think it's the little short fat one here.
I'm gonna need a bath after this.
That man up there was carefully preparing these. Oh my goodness, that was my strongest style hot dog.
Let's see it. No.
I guess I'll take a bite of it as I open it. I meant to get the Polish sauce first. Look at the fluorescent green relish. Whoops.
Oh, seeds. You're past that though, aren't you? Eating the seeds with your teeth.
So being careful. I think this tastes like a Chicago dog. Let me take it and you check it out. Hard to see because that light in the background.
Even got the celery salt.
Yeah. All right, let's try the Polish next. Oh, do you want to open it and try it? And then I'll try it after you?
I can, I guess, if you want to do it that way.
Okay.
Cover this bad boy.
Maxwell Street
Oh, look at
Polish.
that.
Here we go. verdict on the Maxwell Street?
It's good. They're all good.
They are. Well, I haven't tried the Maxwell yet. The Maxwell Street poaches on Maxwell Street were so good. You got a favorite order of the 3 sandwiches? Or fries in the mix? I know what mine is.
I think it's the Italian beef because I always like the Italian beef. It's always my favorite, but they're all really good.
Second?
I'm not sure.
Chicago dog or Polish sausage?
I'm not sure. I like them both.
Well, mine is definitely the Italian beef first, for sure. It's very good. Second, Chicago dog, and third is the Polish sausage. They're all good, but that's my order.
They're good.
This is good stuff.